Career and entrepreneur coach Jeremy Berman joins us today to talk about his book Breakaway, which he is about to publish. Welcome, Jeremy.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So, a little bit about yourself as a career and entrepreneur coach or business coach.
Yeah, I guess my core mission and my responsibility is to help people find the career or the business that helps them to make the biggest impact and which also allows them to live a fulfilled life.
And the book Breakaway that you've been working on ties into that?
Well, yeah, one of the key problems that I found repeatedly when I was working with my clients when they ultimately had to make a change is that they struggled to know what to do. And what I discovered through writing the book is that a huge amount of our education system is geared towards preparing us for one thing. You know, we have to follow conventional steps, we have to choose certain subjects, then we have to go to university and often make a decision on what to study based on nothing more than personal assumption or 1 week of work experience if we're lucky. And then often if we're lucky enough to get that job, we have debt, which makes it a lot more difficult to explore other things. So ultimately, Breakaway is a book that helps people to design gap years, sabbaticals, or mini vocational adventures where you have the freedom to actually try different things out and see whether they could be a sustainable vocation or career.
So, Jeremy, what is the process of taking a sabbatical?
Well, I think the process which I basically spell out in my book, I think in its essence is about first helping the individual to understand who they are, what underpins their passions, their values, and their abilities. And then how do they go about designing a trip that helps them to explore all the different careers or experiences that are related to those to see whether or not they could be sustainable vocations moving forward. The second part of that is that the whole essence of a breakaway is about helping us to explore and discover things that we had no idea about, the values that we never knew that we had, or applications of skills that we never knew that we possessed.
So, I mean, people could build that into a normal annual holiday, but they could be gearing it towards the next step, which is the research model behind Breakaway as well.
Yeah, obviously, there are always going to be time and financial requirements. And one of the things that I do with my clients is I take their normal profession and I help them to break it down into mini professions that can be done on a sort of part-time basis. And that whole process in itself is like a mini breakaway because people are very used to sort of thinking in conventional ways. And when they see that they can actually design their life and implement all of their skills in different ways to meet both financial requirements and what they find meaningful, it opens their eyes to a whole new way of living.
What are the biggest stumbling blocks people have in finding their true success or calling in life?
I think the biggest mistake and the biggest problem or stumbling block is people don't do enough research. And again, that is a sort of another principle that underlies Breakaway, is that you're essentially giving yourself a window to actually get experience in what it is that you want to do. I find a lot of people are making decisions around what to study or what business to do on nothing more than personal assumption or the influence of other people, whether it be your parents or peers. So I really believe that the ultimate wisdom is when you've actually tried something out for yourself. And a breakaway is about creating a window of experience when you can try lots of different things.